Hello.
Hi.
Everyone. Hi, Moira. How are you?
Good. How are you, Heather?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm a little bit tired, but awake enough to
Yep.
do a reading.
Yeah. It was a warm night last
Oh,
night, so it
it
was
was, and a
a
warm
bit
day today.
draining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's- I had to catch the bus home in the middle of the heat, which wasn't from
Oh,
there, which wasn't
yeah.
terribly exciting. But
No.
that's okay. Oh,
Mm.
that's my cousin. That's okay. Just bear with me for a moment. And who have we got? I've got all that fluff and stuff's here. Intrepids are here. Hello, Fairy Dragon and Zostash are here. And we have Too Cool for Banshee. Hello. Annabelle TV. Hello, Annabelle. Welcome in. And I've got everyone on the list for a reading in order of appearance, I do believe. I hope. And yeah, so shall we get the party started? Up
Yeah.
first is all that fluff and stuff. We seem to be becoming very popular, so we try to get through them as quickly as possible. You'll see a link being dropped by Nightbot every so often. If anyone would like to buy Moira a coffee for the time that she spends here, in the chat giving readings, please feel free to do so. It doesn't matter how big or how small, anything gratefully accepted. But of course, these are free, so there's no obligation to do that.
No, everyone still gets a reading.
Yeah. Okay, did I think I saw somebody else come in, or that my imagination? No, that's it. So up first, we have all that fluff and stuff.
Okay. So is there a question or an area that you'd like to know about, or you just happy to see what the cards have to say?
Oops.
I think there's a little delay in the chat, so I'm just waiting to see if you responded yet.
Yes. Oops, what have I done there?
Oh, you're back up. You're back on.
Oh, that wasn't meant to happen. Well, hello, True. Hello, Dee. I was just going to type it in the chat. I don't know how I got back on.
Okay. I'm just waiting for fluff and stuff.
Fluffy, did you want a general reading? That's if she's still there. Are you still there, Fluffy?
Yeah. Maybe they popped out for a sec.
Yeah, maybe they did. Well, what we'll do, we'll go over to Intrepids.
Mm-hmm.
Intrepids, did you want a reading? And if so, did you have a question, or I'll leave that for... That's if Intrepids are still here as well.
Yep, general. Okay, cool. All right.
Yes, Emily, I've got you on the list.
Okay, the first card that I've drawn is the Two of Wands, and this is a card of knowing our self-worth and also assessing what we might like to achieve with what we have accumulated so far. This is a card that's very much about doing. It's not, just dreams and aspirations. The wands are a very fiery energy, so this is about the will and about taking action. Then I've got the Wheel of Fortune. And this card has all sorts of symbolism in it, from all sorts that we could go into. We could spend another hour on this card alone. But in this reading, I'm looking at it in a more literal sense as fortune, as in accumulation of wealth, money and growth, and our own fortunes, our own luck, and the fate that we create. Then I've got the Seven of Pentacles. And Pentacles, they represent the element of earth and things like possessions, money, material things. And so we've sort of got a character here who is sort of reflecting on what they have accumulated, what they've grown, what they've brought in. So from these cards, I can see that that's setting you and your family up through through your own hard work and through your own enterprise, and making things happen is really important to you. There's a really strong sense that you want to be able to look after and to create something that's valued, not just by yourself but by the family. And there's a strong sense that not wanting to have anyone be feeling going without or feeling like they're left behind. Okay, I've drawn the Page of Swords. This card might represent that there's some conflicting plans in how you're going to go about this. And perhaps you might be you might still be trying to sort between what is the better plan, but are still a little bit undecided. Let's see. Okay, that's interesting. So the Ten of Wands represents bringing home the value of what you have achieved, but also this character also can't quite see where he's going. So as a clarifying card, to me this suggests that whatever you do will be successful, even if you can't see what it is right now. So whatever those plans are, make sure that you commit to something, and don't be distracted by all the other options, but to stick to a decision, because the cards are saying that even if you're not sure which one it is right now, it will be successful.
Wow, that's an amazing reading. I hope that makes sense for you, intrepids. The card that I have for you is Endings and Completion. So this is a sunset, and it's very fitting because it's a deep sunset. It's right at the end of the day, practically, judging by the red in the colour. So whatever it is, it's a long haul. It's a long day. It's a long process, a long day, long time achieving something, but it comes. Okay. Let me know if that resonates with you. All that fluff and stuff is next. If you want a general reading, or if you have a question you want to ask. Banshee, I hope my explanation clears it up. What the readings are all about. Or is Fluff had a frozen screen?
Oh, bummer.
You know, I would laugh because I had a card ready for Fluff. It actually popped out first thing. And I would laugh if she got the same card. I had a look at it, but I put it in the pack.
So Fluff and Stuff said, Banshee, take my spot. So they're happy to be skipped over again while they hopefully get their internet sorted.
Oh, okay. Yep, no worries. Or Banshee, you're next. I think. Oh, no, hang on.
What?
I think Fairy Dragon was next, actually.
Okay.
I think. So we'll do Fairy Dragon.
Yep. So let me know if you're happy for a general reading, or if you've got a question or any particular area that you want to know about.
Annabelle wants to know if you can do readings for pets.
Yes, I can. It would help me to have like a name or a picture of the pet. But if we can't, it's a bit difficult here, but maybe a breed or description might help me. All right, Fairy Dragon. Okay, first card is the Queen of Pentacles. And so with Pentacles being the material things, the earthly element, the Queen represents that growth and the comfort that all brings. Then we have the Emperor. The Emperor is about tradition and structure. Being a 4 card, it's very much about foundations and stability. And then we have the 7 of Wands, which is rising above conflict. Because we've got those 2 strong characters there between the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor, I wonder if that 7 of Wands is showing us some dynamic between those 2 archetypes. On one hand, we have someone who sits outside and embraces material comforts in a way that is healthy and fulfilling. The Emperor, on the other hand, is quite rigid. We can see under his cloak he's wearing armor. So perhaps we've got something between, you know, and I don't often go between dualities of feminine and masculine, but it seems to be relevant here. But these cards are saying that don't necessarily go to either of those extremes. Don't be, don't get too comfortable. Don't be too rigid, but somehow find another place entirely. Drawn the Four of Swords. And this is a card that, although it looks kind of morbid, is actually about meditation, relaxation. And so this may be related to the travel. This might be about, I'm actually getting something about escaping the roles that you're being asked to fill. And I don't know if that resonates with you at all. So between that earthly queen who has, who's in her element and has her comforts, and between that emperor that, who has his armor on beneath his fine cloaks. Perhaps there's something about escaping those roles. Okay, the King of Cups. And so we've got the watery element connected to our emotions. And the king is fully adrift on his throne, his foot just dangling over the water there. And I think, those other two characters perhaps, aren't as connected to their emotions, but, have roles to fill and their responsibilities. Whereas this king of emotions can allow himself to be taken on that journey. And I think that also connects to the Four of Swords, where it's taking that time of reflection, meditation to reconnect. So I think that's what these cards are trying to get at. It's escaping those roles that you're being asked to fill and allowing yourself to get back in touch with your emotions and just taking time to just be.
That's fantastic. I have two two cards for you: Cleanse and Surrender, and Big Picture Rise Above. And what I think these cards are telling me is that for all your intents and planning, there's still a big picture that you, I think, are looking at. And this trip is actually going to do you the world of good. That you just
Absolutely.
enjoy the moment and just let it run its course. In spite of all the planning, be flexible. Yep. Now we have two call for Banshee, and I think two call for Banshee has a question. Okay, when it's my turn, question is what I'm saying. I'm not too sure what that means.
Is what I'm seeing what I'm seeing? So you want to know if what you are seeing is a true seeing. Yes. Okay. Let's just try. Sometimes if the cards are in a good mood, they might just give you a yes or no. And other times I'll just say, yeah, good luck with that. Let's see.
No. My cards fell sideways. I don't know what that means. They just blocked, stopped and blocked the
Yeah,
shuffling.
I was trying for a yes or no, and I got the moon, which is all about what is hidden and what is mysterious and the things that we strive for. So, no, the cards are not going to give us a yes or no, but let's try a different way. Okay, first card is Temperance. And here we've got an angel who is pouring from one cup to another, 1 foot on the land and 1 foot on the water. And so we've got this idea of balance, of moderation, delicacy. But we've also got this beautiful angel with this sunrise behind them. And so it's really about receiving blessings and, you know, the cups that we pour from, the cups that we receive from. Then we've got the Three of Wands. Very similar to the Two of Wands, but this figure is in richer clothes and he's got an extra wand standing there. So he's become even more accomplished, and yet he's still looking out at what he might do next. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Aces always represent opportunities, beginnings. And this is something earthly. So what I am seeing from this is that there's some sort of blessing, some magic, really, that's being offered to you, but really with the earthly element of the pentacles and the fiery element of the wands. This is something that is being offered to you, but it is also something that you have to then take and turn into something real. I've got the Six of Swords. This is a card that's often connected to dreams and getting in touch with our inner child. It could represent a journey, but often that journey is a journey inwards, or some more like dreams, or like trance meditation. Okay, I've got the Five of Swords. Now, this card can represent somebody who has got some bad motives. This card can represent sabotage, and sometimes that's self-sabotage. In this context, I think it's a warning not to take everything that you see and feel wholesale. we've still got that temperance card and the ace there. There's really something that is being shown, being offered to you. However, the cards are asking you to keep a critical eye as well. So as you take this and then turn it into something, of this world, be balanced and, allow that magic, but also keep a critical eye as well. So keeping that balance of temperance with her 1 foot on the water, 1 foot on land, just so you can really bring what is needed and leave the rest.
Okay, thanks for that, Moira. I have 2 cards for you as well. Reflect on the past and move forward. Freedom, balance, and strength. My intuition is telling me there's something blocking you from moving forward in some way. Something hindering you, holding you back. And I think, to me, you need to work out what that is and try and move forward past whatever it is that's holding you back. Okay, next we have, I hope that resonates with you. Next we have Annabelle TV. Now, Annabelle TV was going to, here we go. Have you got Messenger handy, Moira?
Yep. Hang on a sec.
Okay, Annabelle TV has actually given me, or can I just show you on my phone maybe? Sent me a picture of her dog on Instagram. There we go. And I'll forward that. I'll download it if I can, or at least, can I download it? Hello. No, what I'll do is I'll screenshot.
Yeah.
I'll screenshot it and forward it to you on your messenger, just in case Annabelle doesn't want me to show this on live stream. There you go. Very cute.
Oh.
Just want to say hello to the new people coming in. Yes, I think we've got time for all the new people to have a reading, and I think I've highlighted the questions. I've got Kaylee. Is it Kaylee? Shaylee, and Aphrodite, and I think there was somebody else came in too. I've got your questions highlighted. Oh, Lord. She's off.
Oh my God, I don't know where to start. Okay, so Little Peanut has given me all major arcana. The first is the Tower. And this is a card that people often fear because it shows something being undone. But we know from the odds in this that this, is something that had to happen for growth to occur. And then we've got the Devil. This is about our earthly pleasures, what we are attracted to, what we're addicted to, the things that perhaps we enjoy but should move away from. And then we've got strength. And this made me laugh coming up for an animal reading, because I always imagine she's trying to give a tablet to a cat. But this is about not brute strength, but an inner strength of connecting with our own nature. From these cards, I'm wondering if there's something that Peanut likes a little bit too much that perhaps they shouldn't. And perhaps they're starting to realize this. It could be food related, it could be anything, but there's something that they really enjoy, whether it's, chewing something up, and they're starting to recognize that they shouldn't be doing that and need to be able to stop that behavior. I've got the Hermit, another major arcana. And this is about inner wisdom. It can represent solitude and wanting to be alone. But more than that, it's about wanting to be alone in your own mind, wanting to think your own thoughts and to trust your own thinking. I've got the Four of Cups, which shows a fourth cup being offered while three sit in front of the figure. This tells me that there's something being offered, something being given to Peanut that they know they really shouldn't be having. And that becomes the key there. They themselves know that it's not good for them, and they know it should stop. But also they can't quite turn it down when it's offered either. So they're asking you for the help with that, and they know that it's going to be difficult. And like in the Tower, they'll probably complain about it. But they know in their own mind that that it's something that needs to change. So I hope that helps, Peanut.
Thanks, Moira. Okay, I have got a card for you, and I've got a mental block with this one, to be perfectly honest with you. My apologies. We've got Resurrection Unexpected. It kind
that feels very much like the Tower card.
Yes.
Like a sudden change that leads to something new.
Absolutely. But I'm thinking something old is returning. That's what I'm thinking. That something
like a return to something.
Yes. A return to something from your past. But not a bad way. It could be a good way. It could be indifferent. It could just be, I don't know, an old friendship rekindled or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and it could be the treats that they know that the doggy junk food isn't great for them, but they won't turn it down either.
Yes. Okay, thanks for that. I hope that resonates with you, Annabelle. Emily. Now, we do have quite a few people on the list, so hopefully we can get everyone done by 9 o'clock. We do finish at 9.
We
And
usually do pretty well. We seem to manage it.
yeah, we seem to manage everyone. We've only got 12 in the chat, so we'll see how
I've
we
still
go.
got some wine. I'm good.
Have you? Oh, I might open a wine in a minute, maybe. I'll get sillier than I normally am if I do that. And of course, people come and go, so that helps as well. Emily, oh, Lopez, are you still in the chat?
Yep, they're
Oh,
there.
there you are. Okay, you're next. If you had a question, let us know. If you just want a general reading, let us know that too. And I think Mark and Annette popped in as well. And I'm going to call you Roy. Hello, Roy. Like to know about my ex Michael, if he has feelings towards me, and what is going to happen between us.
Okay, the first card is the Two of Swords. Now, the first thing I noticed was this figure's blindfolded. But also, this is a person who, very much like I was talking about before with the Hermit, is guarding their own thoughts and wants purity of mind. Then I've got the Ten of Wands, which came up reversed. And I noticed again, this is another person who can't see. But this is a figure who, is carrying the results of their work. Coming up reversed made me wonder the questions about, what was it for? And sort of, was there regret, or wondering, was their effort in vain? And then we have justice. So we've got ideas of balance and fairness, of being and feeling heard. So first of all, what I'm seeing here is that there's still a need to seek some clarity and to understand the relationship more fully. And there's a desire to have those conversations about what the relationship meant, and all those difficult things about feelings and why things ended up and how things ended up, and all of those quite larger conversations. Then what I've got is the Five of Pentacles. And this is a card that is often connected to feelings of abandonment. So there might be an unequal level of connection, a desire to connect. And so, how those conversations could play out, and whether they are helpful or whether they just open wounds, is quite difficult to know. Then we've got the Three of Pentacles again, which is a card of acknowledging all you have done and achieved and learned, and seeking new horizons. So this card is saying, you know, whether these conversations do play out, whether there's you know, a sense of clarity and being and feeling heard from these from this conversation. It's about, okay, what can you do with that going forward? Let's go. Okay, I've got the Star as an overall result card. And this is really about wishes and blessings. What this is suggesting to me, I'm not seeing anything in these cards that really talk about a love connection. But this sense of clarity and balance and justice really seem to be driving towards these two cards. So we've got this, you know, richly dressed, accomplished figure looking out over the horizon, and this angelic figure pouring water into a pool. So this is, however these conversations play out, and yes, they, you know, can really bring up a lot of emotion. These cards are actually saying that actually they can actually have a really beautiful result in terms of just human connection and understanding, and what we can bring with us going forward. Hope that helps.
Thank you, Moira. I hope that resonates. The card that I have for you is a gorgeous sunrise, beginnings, growth, and creation. It's always a new beginning. And that can be whatever you want it to be. Next, we have D. Oops. D, are you still here? Yes. Did you want just a general reading? Pearl, I think I have you on the list. I'll just double check. No, I haven't. Must be someone else. I'll just star your comment so I can add you. There we go. General reading for D.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello, Adam. I'll put you on the list too, Adam.
All right, first up we have the Sun, which is a very happy card. It's showing the rays of the sun and the sunflowers and the child on the pony. And this is a card that really shows the fullness of our blessings. Then we have the Three of Swords, which is often about heartache, difficult emotions, difficult relationships, not necessarily ending relationships, but things that cause cause our heartache. Then we have the Knight of Swords. And swords representing thought and the element of air, and this is about moving swiftly. So that there are things that need to be put into action, need to be followed through. So together, I've got a difficult, painful situation, and something that needs to happen quickly, needs to be followed through. But we've got that beautiful Sun card there that seems to contradict both the swords. I've got the Five of Wands, and this represents group dynamics and then trying to work together with other people. And then I have the Four of Pentacles, and this is about knowing our own value. What I'm seeing here is there's this really difficult situation, and it really hurts you to have to make a decision. But that Sun card seeming to contradict all of that, saying, no, everything's beautiful and fine. But when we bring in the self-worth and we bring in other people, I think we start to tip the balance. So knowing that you're not alone, knowing that there are others who can help share the burden and can actually change, maybe see a solution that you missed, or, have some missing piece of information that can change something that just seemed painful into that beautiful Sun card, which shows the fullness of happiness and blessings. So don't be alone, invite others in, and know that you're worth that.
Wow, that was fantastic. The card that I have for you, Dee, is Unique, Pure, and Change. And it's so relevant, absolutely relevant. Is there something in your life that's happening right now that is just big and brewing, or feels like it's brewing? Don't know. Next we have Drew. Is Drew still with us? I haven't seen Drew on the channel for a while, so hello, Drew. He might have gone. I'll get back to Drew later on. Too cool. Oh no, we've done Banshee. That was the question. The Queen of Sheba is next, and I think the Queen of Sheba had a question, if I'm not mistaken. I may or may not have highlighted it. Here we go. Who is moving towards me?
Okay.
Oh, I'll kill me.
Please don't.
Ah, he's planning to build, so there is something in the air.
Okay. First card is the Five of Swords. And this represents somebody with ill intent. Then we have Temperance. And following that card, I'd like to take this card a little more literally and say that this person may have an issue with alcohol or substance. The Chariot. There's a lot of stubbornness. The Chariot, there's like literally no reins. He's driving that chariot through sheer force of will. So, yeah, stubborn as hell. But also somebody who has a history of feeling left out or abandoned. And there is a love connection here. Now, the lovers isn't always literally lovers because we have that great big angel up there, the spiritual connection as well. But there's some bond between you and this person. So we've got somebody who doesn't have the greatest of intent, who has some sort of addiction issues and is hard-headed, but also internally wounded. And I think they're coming to you because they think that you won't send them away. Right. Trying really hard not to read that one too literally. Because the Fool is usually about beginnings, about stepping into the unknown. Because on the one hand, I could read this as this is a person who is coming to you to seek a connection to you in a way that could be healing and could start something new. And that, that Fool card might be asking you to take a leap of faith and to trust. Or it could be more literal. So let's try again. Okay. So perhaps more literal. We've got this 7 of Wands again, which is like fighting but taking the high ground. So I think the cards are asking you to keep your distance from this person. And I am getting the sense that this is somebody you already know. This isn't like some new person that you haven't met yet. This is somebody that you've known for a long time. And perhaps, has sort of disappeared for a while and might be sort of drifting back into your orbit. But the cards are suggesting that, whatever connection is there, that you tread very carefully. Good luck.
Thanks, Moira. I have 2 cards for you. I haven't had this card yet. Transition and Union. And Intelligence and Protection.
Oh. That's very relevant.
Yes.
That first one, like, really sort of talked about that, you know, somebody you know, and sort of, you know, a relationship that's already there, but it's kind of be different. And yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you, Miley. I hope that was that Miley. Who was that? No,
Queen of Sheba.
Sheba. Sorry.
Mm.
And next we have Miley, and Miley wants to know. I'll just undo that. Will Mr. K come and see me and when?
WA. Yeah.
Oh, WK. Sorry, I
Yeah.
can't even read. I can't read.
Okay. First card is the Three of Cups, which represents friends and celebration. Then we have the Ten of Cups, representing home and family. And then the Eight of Wands, which is travel and sudden communication. So from these cards, it seems to be very soon. It seems that it will be amongst other people at a gathering of some kind. I've drawn the Two of Wands, which suggests that they may be around for a short time, because that suggests further travel. And then the Eight of Cups, leaving the cups and heading off into the mountains. So again, more travel. So yes, soon amongst other people, but only briefly.
Awesome. And the card that I have for you is playful, balanced, and creative. And I have a feeling that when he comes, it's going to be a fun time.
Too many cups there for it to be boring.
Yes. You're going to have an amazing time. I think you'll enjoy. Okay, thank you, Miley. And next we have Shay. Is it Shaylee? Charlie? Shelley. Shelley. And I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this month.
Mm.
Oh, I like that. You're my kind of person. Oh, I remember having boyfriends from month to month. It was delightful.
I always said it wasn't considered a real relationship if it didn't last my period and her period.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, I have a joke for you. It's an LGBTIQ. It's actually two jokes in one. It's an LGBTIQ A+ joke. All right. What?
Hilarious.
What does a lesbian bring on a second date?
Go on.
A U-Haul.
Mm-hmm.
What does a gay guy bring to a second date?
Don't know.
What's a second date? Okay. Anyway, enough of the frivolity.
All right. Okay. We've got the Queen of Swords. Rather stern, maternal. But she's quite very sharp, very strong in her beliefs. The Wheel of Fortune, the turning of the wheel of changes, of fate. The Emperor, warrior, ruler, stern and strong. In terms of love, what I'm feeling from these cards is that you're going to meet someone who can really match you in a lot of ways. Is just as strong, just as fierce, just as stubborn, just as adventurous and curious. And I also get the sense with the wheel that even though you meet this person, this first meeting might not be the time that you really connect with them. Because you two match each other so much, you might actually butt heads when you first meet. And you might actually push each other away. Then I've got Justice, which talks about balance. So this is suggesting that, after that initial butting of heads and, this person is infuriating, they're so much like me, how dare they, that there might actually come a part where it feels more balanced and you can both stand as two strong pillars and just match each other. Just a little clue from the Emperor. Look for an Aries or a Taurus. Those from the throne there. So good luck with that, Shaylee.
The card that I have for you is a blood moon, and I actually quickly Google search blood moon, and it does happen twice a year. But when it happens, it's quite an event, really. And I thought it was a bit more often than that. So maybe this month is a once in a lifetime, or a very rare person you might just meet this month. Maybe, don't know. It's hard to say. I'm a bit foggy on this one. Okay. Oh, hello, Wormstrong. Welcome.
Hi, Jamie. So, yeah, anybody can get a general reading, or you could ask a question, any particular question, whether it's a yes or no, or a simple, area of life that you want to know about.
Yeah. The readings of... Yeah, we'll get around to as many as possible. We usually stop at 9 o'clock in around about 25 minutes. Sometimes we go a bit longer if there's only a few people left.
Might need a top up, but we can keep going
Sorry,
a little longer. Might
a
need a
top,
top up, but we can keep going a little longer if we need to.
yeah, there shouldn't be too many more people. Let's have a look. So who was next? Now I think Kelly's gone. I think Drew's gone. Drew wasn't feeling well, so Aphrodite. Okay, Aphrodite wants to know, how does Amanda feel about them or me? Not me, but
Yeah.
Aphrodite. She's someone I work with that is rude to me. Hmm.
Okay, first up is the moon. And the moon represents things that are hidden, things that are mysterious, things that we strive towards without fully grasping. Then we have the Seven of Swords, and we see somebody who is sneaking away with some of the swords from the settlement. And then the Ace of Swords. Aces always being beginnings and opportunities. And the Ace of Swords really represents discernment. What I'm getting from these is that she's rude because she doesn't fully understand you. She's trying to get a read from you, and it's frustrating to her that she doesn't get you. There also seems to be a suggestion that she's trying to take credit for your work. She seems to be she really thinks that you are far more intelligent, far better at your work than she is. And because of that, and because she doesn't understand you, she has decided that she wants to try to take credit for your work and to undermine you. So using that discernment, protect yourself from her influence. I know you have to work together, and that's challenging. And just, that's where you have to use that discernment really wisely, as to, what you say and what you don't say, and what you share, what you don't share. She really sees herself as less than you, and that scares her.
It's funny. I got this card.
Mm-hmm.
Unknown, mysterious, and risk. My first thought was, you are a risk to her safety and well-being. You are an unknown quantity, and quite possibly she could be jealous, and she could see you as a threat to her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. Who's next? Are Mark and Annette still here? I don't think they are. But if they are, let us know if you want a reading. After Mark and Annette is Roy. Okay, we're down to 9. I think they might have gone. That's okay. I'll get back to them. They don't normally join for reading, so.
Yeah.
Right, now, Roy, I don't think you have a question. Did you just want a general reading? Oh, no, he wanted to ask a question. I'm assuming you're making an assumption. Roy, if you have a question, please put it in the comments. And we'll just wait for you for a few moments. Pearl, hello, welcome in. I do have your question highlighted. You're a little bit down the list, so it might take a while to get to you. Not long. Don't forget, if you'd like to buy Moira a coffee for her time, please feel free to click on the link and it will go directly to Moira's PayPal account.
Completely optional. Everyone still gets a reading.
Yeah. Maybe when I become monetized, we can put preference to those who subscribe.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking of doing Patreon. Giving preference to Patreon and splitting the Patreon funds with you or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk about that later.
Yeah.
It's just an idea I'm throwing around in my head.
Yeah. I haven't seen Roy come back yet.
No. Okay, Roy, we'll get back to you. Because I know he's been asking throughout the session reading. Miley, Diamond, are you still here? And I think I saw Miley. No, I didn't catch Miley's question. I'm not too sure if she had.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, we'll go back to Roy.
Okay.
When will Sheeta Roy get her desired job? Right. Oh, that's me. You don't want me. Ugh. There we go. Oh, man.
Okay, first up is strength. That inner strength that comes with being in touch with our inner nature. And the Lovers, that connection to each other through spirit. The Three of Swords came up reversed, which to me seems that something which has been a burden is going to be is going to be changed. Then we have the Four of Swords, representing rest and meditation. 6, 8, 3, 4. Let's see. Okay, the Knight of Wands. This is the one that really points to a time frame. And this one, the Fiery Knight of Swords, which is all about action and moving. His is the only horse that's reared up. So this really means things are moving fast. But we've got cards that represent structure and meditation. So seems to be that there are things happening behind the scenes that you can't quite see. So it seems to be rest and prepare, because this movement behind the scenes that's coming quickly. That's my read of it. And then that long wait will be over, undoing the heartache of the Three of Swords. But with that strength and Lovers there, sounds like her desired job is something that really speaks to the heart, really fulfilling. So I wish her all the best in that.
Thank you, Moira. The card that I have for you is Trickster, Resourceful, and Problem Solver. And I'm not sure this relates to your friend, but I have a feeling this relates to the job description. That there's got to be a lot of resourcefulness and not so much trickery, but resourcefulness and problem solving maybe in the job that they're requiring or seeking to have. I don't know. Just my intuition. Okay. So we've done. Have Roy. Miley hasn't been back, have they? No. So I might unstar Miley, unstar M&A, and we've got Kelly, who is casting spells of my love life, and will it pass? Oh, what's she? Oh, I don't know. I get confused. Oh. Yeah.
Okay, first up, Kelly, is the Wheel of Fortune. So I think that this relates to will it pass? But I also feel that, so the wheel turning suggests that, yes, it will pass, because everything does. But also, there's something in here about gaining knowledge. So it will pass with the gaining of knowledge. All right. Then we've got the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man is often seen as an initiate or a mystic that is hanging upside down in some sort of ordeal to receive initiation, knowledge, something. And then we have the Hermit, the one who prefers their own company and listens to their own wisdom. So this really does suggest to me that, yes, there is somebody who is interfering. But I don't think that they're doing it out of their own love interest. It seems to be, their motive seems to be they wanted to see if they can. It was sort of an experiment in their own spell casting. I've got the Two of Pentacles. So we've got a young person here who seems to be juggling in front of very stormy seas. So we've got somebody who is trying to balance and keep together, but those stormy seas suggested that things aren't going to stay even and balanced for long. Okay. The King of Cups. Now, cups represent the watery element of emotion. And, you know, kings are usually seen as, you know, the ones who have the most mastery over the lessons that the suit of cups have taught. This king seems to be adrift, sort of almost given over entirely to his emotions. Got another watery element there. The card seems to be suggesting that in order for it to pass, you need to be able to name who it is. And the clues that we've got so far is that we've got somebody who prefers their own company, somebody who wants to be a mystic or wants to be initiated into a tradition. And somebody with a very watery element who is swept up in their emotions and, you know, perhaps they might have a watery zodiac sign. But this is a very, it's a highly emotional person, although they would hate to be thought of that way. Let's see. More cups. We've got the Eight of Cups. So again, we've got that watery element and also somebody who is seeking solitude. This is somebody that you know, and they seem to have targeted you just because they felt that they could or wanted to see if they could. They're not doing it out of their own love interest, although they do like the idea of manipulating others. But the key to it passing is you being able to name the person when you can figure who it is. So I hope I've given you some clues there.
Wow, thank you, Moira. Ooh, pretty heavy stuff there. The card I have for you is feminine and delicate. I'm not going to interpret that because I don't know if we're talking about a feminine person or just a feminine sort of spirit.
All the cards showed masculine figures.
Yes.
But the watery element might point to somebody more effeminate.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe somebody with, sort of feminine qualities, strong feminine
Yeah.
qualities, even if they are male. Don't know. It's hard to interpret that one. I hope that resonates with you. Um, was that Kelly? And Pearl is next.
Pearl had a question.
Are you still here, Pearl? Let us know. Um,
Yep.
yeah, so why is Scott being so cold and vindictive? Did I hurt him? Okay. Hello, Jess. Welcome in. I've got you on the list if you want a reading.
Okay. So we've got the Hanged Man, the Two of Wands, and then the Five of Pentacles. So the Hanged Man just came up before and was representing the mystic. But as another interpretation, it's somebody who is willing to change the way that they look at things, and that can be, in a magical sense or in a very literal sense. The Two of Wands suggests somebody who is assessing their options and looking for inspiration. And the Five of Pentacles represents a sense of hurt and abandonment. So yes, Scott does feel hurt. He feels that his point of view was not heard or respected. That you were unwilling to see things from his point of view. I've got the Ten of Swords, which is obviously representing a lot of pain and anguish. Even though the sun is starting to rise. So this represents sort of the end of the long night, a long night of hurt and anguish. He feels that you didn't respect his point of view or understand his point of view, and that hurt his pride. But then that also brought up a lot of other feelings for him of being left out, of feelings of depression and anxiety. I've got the Two of Swords. And, in this context, it really feels to me that he's unwilling to open to other points of view as well. His hurt and his pride have sort of locked him in to one way of thinking and is acting out of that. So perhaps there might be a way, if you were to somehow backtrack to where you shared different ideas on something, and that you could perhaps reflect back to him the ideas that he shared and validate them in some way, even if you don't necessarily agree with them, but show that you understand them. I hope that helps.
Thanks, Moira. And the two cards I have for you, in actual fact, I think they're almost the exact same cards that I got for someone else. Endings and completion, and transition and union. So going on with what Moira said, it's a long road, but there will be an end. There will be a union. You will come to a meeting of the minds, but it's going to take a while. Okay, next up, I hope that resonates with you. Next up, we have, just remove that. I think the list is the Paranormal Polynesian. Adam, if you're still here, I think he might have had to go back to work. So we'll just wait for a minute to see if he's still here. Oh, you're here. Did you have a question or want a general reading? Bum, 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 bum. And a dildo up a gum tree.
You're terrible.
I know.
Okay, first up is the Page of Pentacles, representing the earthly element, things of material possession. And this is this figure represents assessing a skill or some possession and looking at its value. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. And this is about networking and sharing skills and knowledge. And then we have the Two of Cups and partnerships. So this really speaks to some sort of project that you're getting excited about, or it might be just on the horizon, about to arrive. But it's going to bring you into collaboration with other people. There's going to be groups, there's going to be partnerships, there's going to be different ways that you're going to work with this one project. And then we've got Judgment. Judgment isn't about being judged, but about feeling like something is a calling, feeling like a sense of fate, like we're doing what we're meant to be doing. So there's some project, and it's going to bring you into working with different people, small groups, partnerships, and it's going to be like really deeply rewarding. That Judgment card is like almost soul level, doing what we're supposed to be doing. So that's really exciting. So open up to people and invite in, people that, have different skills and work differently to you, and all of that can make the project stronger. I hope that helps.
Okay, thank you, Moira. The card that I had for you, Adam, is this one. grounding, balance, and teamwork. Now, I know this might be hard to believe, right? But I think this card actually is talking about you specifically. That in this teamwork, whatever project you've got happening or within this team, you're going to be the grounded and the balanced one. That's what you're going to bring to the table. I can't believe that just cut past my lips. No, only teasing. Okay, now we have Tabitha. Is Tabitha still with us? You're welcome. I know, you are actually very down to earth. That's one of the things I absolutely adore about you. You might be a bit cray-cray, but then again, aren't we all?
You weren't going to tell everyone about that, Heather.
Okay, so Tabitha's still here, and did you have a question? Oops. Oh. Or did you just want a general reading? Let us know. I didn't even get to start shuffling and the cards are jumping out for you. No question, just a general reading. Okay. And then after Tabitha, we've got Wormstrong, but I think Wormstrong is one of those people that pop in and say g'day and leave again. Jamie and Pouts, Perfume and Panning, and Jess is lucky last. And we will leave it at that. Then because it's now 9:10.
Okay. So first up is the Page of Swords. Beginning to learn mastery of the mind. But this figure is perhaps still got a bit of a way to go. Then the Page of Cups. So again, we're still about learning. This figure is gazing into the cup. And then we have the King of Cups. He's come up a couple of times tonight. This figure who may have achieved mastery of emotions, but has also given themselves over to their emotions. And you can see that their throne is on the ocean. So they're completely at the mercy of their emotions. Okay, I got the Nine of Wands. And this card is about hard work, but also, a sense of exhaustion and a sense of, struggling to continue. So we've got 2 pages which, are both about learning about ourselves and how we move in the world, about our emotions being in control, and also struggling with the hard work of that. I've got the Five of Cups, which often represents some type of grief. I feel in this deck that there is grief over some missed opportunities that you feel that could have furthered your growth, furthered your learning, in some way, um, in a way that meant that you could get more out of the work that you put in, that you could um, be furthering yourself more easily, if not for for some for some loss or interruption. Hmm. Again, we've got lots of water, but the Two of Swords, and this figure um, is in a meditative pose, reaching a sort of purity of mind, and the waters behind them are calm, and the sky is clear. Whereas in the other cards, you could see the waves on the water. But this figure is taking that reflection and clarity. And that card is sort of hinting that you can continue your own growth and your own learning. And there may have been missed opportunities, but it's saying that the hard work wasn't for nothing. So continue in whatever you're doing, but really take that time to honor yourself, to honor your own mind, your own thinking and experiences, and then allow yourself to continue that exploration. I hope that helps, Tabitha.
Awesome, Moira. Thank you. I have two cards for you. Everyone's getting two cards nearly. I don't know what it is. Waxing crescent moon, manifest and tweak. Whatever you're doing, I have a feeling that there might be a chance that something will fade away unless you tweak it, unless you sort of think about what you're doing and tweak to what you're doing now so that it continues to grow. And you've got here, oh, that's my bedtime reminder. Elegance, grace, and serenity. And at the same time, keep some space for yourself and surround yourself with beauty. Okay, next we have. It's not actually bedtime, it's kind of like wind down time. Start winding down to go to bed. Wormstrong, I think, were Antoinette. Antoinette, are you still here? Kim, we're running out of time. We should have been finished at 15 minutes ago, so we're just going to do these last few. But we will be back next month for readings if you want to. I know it depends on how Moira's feeling.
How many more we got?
Well, hang on a moment. Now, if Antoinette has gone, then I don't think Wormstrong is here, so I'm going to take him off.
Jamie's still here.
Jamie's still here, and Jamie is there. We've actually got Jamie, Pallets, and Jess. And so if you want to do four more,
yeah,
and we can include Kim. Okay, you're in luck, Kim. I'll add you to the list. And if you have a question, let us know, unless you want a general reading. So we'll go straight on to Jamie. Was I really drawn to this page for some reason?
I was really drawn.
Oh, you're really
yeah,
really drawn to this page. Okay. Yes, you can ask. Was that your question, or Was that a statement? Hang on. JB makes me feel a way I haven't. When we first met, it's just supposed to be a fun night. This year, somehow, he made me see who he really was. Will we ever be more than close friends? If so, when? So that's all. I'm going to delete that, And it's Jamie. Oh, I know what you mean. Do you know, my parents named my brother Matthew, but Dad actually thought it was spelt with one T and not two. Anyway, over to Moira.
Okay, we got some contradicting cards here. So first up is the Five of Swords. And this could be representing what's just been. So this is somebody who is a bit of a saboteur. Somebody who might set out to push people away or to ruin things. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Beginnings and endings, discernments. But then we have the Four of Wands, representing weddings, happy homes. And then we have the Two of Cups, partnerships. And then just to make it a little bit more confusing is the Moon, representing the things that are hidden, the things that we strive for, things that are mysterious. So it does seem to be that the cards are suggesting something romantic after what has gone before. Although there does seem to be a very mysterious link between things breaking apart and things coming back together. Try again, but cards aren't going to give us a lot when we give it the Moon. Okay. I drew a couple of cards to try and understand how we get from there to there. So we've got the Eight of Cups. And this, represents somebody emotionally moving on. And then we have the King of Wands, who is a king who rests lightly on his throne and is willing to take action when needed. And I think that King of Wands is kind of the key, because of all the kings, he's sort of leaning forward in his throne as if he might just be a second away from getting up, whereas all the others sort of recline back. And this sort of suggests a willingness to change on what has gone before. And although we're not getting a whole lot of clarity, but we might on how we get there or when we might get there, but there seems to be a willingness to change our course of action. So what I'm seeing here with the cutting ties, we've got that Eight of Cups where we've got that figure who's moving away. So maybe they've, you know, had that reflection and some solitude and come to a place where they could be convinced into changing their mind, taking a different stance, to looking at things differently, which can bring us to results that look like that. So there is a path forward. It's still shrouded in a bit of mystery, but I think it might just come down to somebody who's willing to do something different. With all the fire signs, things tend to be more sooner rather than later. And fiery things tend to be quick things. I hope that helps.
Okay, thank you, Moira. That was pretty intense. I have a card for you. Um, big picture rise above. I'm getting the feeling that to enjoy what's happening now. Um, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Enjoy what's happening now. Don't worry about what can or can't or may not happen. Enjoy what you've got for what it is at the moment, and see what happens. See the bigger picture of your relationship and where it is right now, and how much you appreciate each other. Cool. Pouts, perfume, and panning. Are you still here? Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you, Unstable TV. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. Do you want a reading? I know I've said it's been turned off, but we might have room for one more. I don't know. Have you got your top up ready, Moira?
It's in the fridge.
Let us know if you want one or not.
Okay. So first card is the Seven of Wands, which is, taking the higher ground, not getting, not getting stuck in the details, or stuck in the middle of a conflict, whatever might be going on down below, but rising above. Then we've got the Nine of Pentacles. This is a card that I was taught to think of as Lady Luck, showing that luck is on your side. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, a beginning or opportunity, something to do with the watery element connected to our emotions. So first up, it's saying don't get caught up in the nonsense, but there's a beautiful beginning opportunity with luck on your side. We've got the Page of Pentacles. So this might also be an opportunity for personal growth. And then the Nine of Cups, calls for celebration, for sharing with others. So whatever nonsense is going on, it feels, I'm getting gossip. So um, that sort of nonsense that you don't really need to be a part of. It says remove yourself from that, because that would get in the way of this lucky opportunity for a new beginning, which is going to be the cause for growth and celebration and sharing with others. That's lovely.
Isn't that wonderful? And this is the card that I got for you. Beginnings, growth, and creation. I think that just speaks for itself.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I'm not going to add anything to that. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful sunrise. Okay, then we have, are we getting tired? Kim is next.
Mm-hmm.
Kim, and I'm not a part of it. I did remove it. I don't talk to family no more. Okay. Did you have a particular question, Kim? That was actually for palettes. So your reading is next, Kim. So did you have a specific question, or did you just want a general reading? You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. Okay. Okay.
Mm. Mm. Okay, first up, I've got the Eight of Swords, showing a bound figure walking across uneven ground. We have the Sun, that beautiful card that shows the fullness of our blessings with that beautiful baby. And then the Hanged Man, choosing to take on a new perspective and see things differently. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is the Sun with that baby, is that baby was very much wanted, very much loved. But as you grew, there became fear and confusion, uncertainty about what would come next. That Eight of Swords seems to hold so much of this. And there's a sense that they feared for your future, and they feared the decisions you were making. But rather than being able to show that in a compassionate way, they reacted out of fear. The Hanged Man It actually came out reversed, so he's actually sort of right side up. But to me, that would show an unwillingness or an inability to share other points of view. We've got the Seven of Wands. And in this instance, I am getting the sense that it refers to not getting into the details of your life, choosing to take more of an overview, but then missing so much of the details. Mm-hmm. The Ace of Wands, it usually represents an opportunity or a beginning, something that must be taken and acted upon. I don't know. It's really difficult. I'm getting a sense of shame and a sense of anger coming from fear. Um, it really seems to stem from the fact that they couldn't understand you or couldn't understand you. But also partly by choice, because they chose to be slightly aloof. But there does seem to be, that shame seems to have solidified into something harsh rather than turning into something that could connect people. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Kim. The cards seem to suggest that it originated in a sort of fear for the future and not understanding, but it's sort of calcified into something really ugly.
Yes, I'm so sorry to hear that, Kim. I have two cards for you, and I actually think these cards pertain to you personally rather than your mother or your family. So I've got manipulative, clever, and fearless. And you can see, I think that's a raven, a crow maybe, standing proud and sure. Now, manipulative isn't always a bad thing. And then I've got nurturing, happiness, and good luck. And I have a feeling this is your personality, but in spite of everything, you've got some really good, strong qualities that can help you ride through whatever you're experiencing right now and create a wonderful, wonderful life and family starting from you. If that makes sense. I hope that resonates. And I'm sorry to hear that you're going through such a hard time with your family. Okay, and last but certainly not least, we've got Unstable TV. If you're still here, let us know. And let us know in the comments if you just like a general reading or if you've got a specific question. Or they might have gone.
Mm.
Well, there you go.
Mm.
Absolutely. And that's why I said I feel those cards are actually directed at you. Mm.
Okay. So with
Coolness.
Unstable TV, we've got the Magician. Now, the Magician has all the tools that he needs in order to manifest what he's wanting. We have the Page of Swords, and his head is full of ideas, but he might need to sort through them a little bit and get his head out of the clouds, be a little bit more direct, which is where we get to the Chariot, which is where we find our drive and our sense of will. The Ten of Pentacles. And this represents creating something of a legacy, something that can be shared with others. So this is saying that, yes, you absolutely have everything to achieve your goals. There may be some indecisiveness about how exactly to get there, but you have all the tools, you have the will and the drive, and the cards are saying that you are able to create something lasting and wonderful. The Four of Pentacles, and this is suggesting to value yourself and make sure you pay yourself in what you do. Find value in your own work. And my dog licked that card just for extra luck. So I hope that goes well for you.
Sorry, I was just talking to Jess. I accidentally left Jess out. I must have accidentally deleted Jess. So we do have one more. Lucky last. Okay. But the cards, now I shuffled the cards and I got this one, but I just felt obliged to shuffle them again. I don't know why. So you've got 3 cards all up. So this is your first. This is the first one. This is the one that originally came out. Is New Moon, Set Intentions, and Meditate. And so, to me, I think you've already got the intention set down. I think you've got your work plan all set out, and it's just spend some time working through that and focusing on that. The other 2 cards from the second shuffle. Oh, look at that beautiful butterfly. Embrace life, magic, and luck. So butterflies usually represent new beginnings from your whole wormy thingy. And then we've got freedom, balance, and strength. And this is the second time this card has come out. So there you go. That's your reading. Now, Jess. Sorry, Jess, you're next. Oh, cool. So that's where the balance comes in. Balancing work life with YouTube life, with play life, with sex life, with sport life, with all the other facets of life. Balance it all together. Find time for each. What do my guides want me to know regarding my YouTube channel and social media? Okay.
Okay, first card is the Emperor. And this is about strength through structure and stability. The King of Swords, being decisive, staying away from any murkiness or anything unclear. And then we've got Nine of Pentacles, Lady Luck again, showing that with stability and decisiveness, luck is on your side. And also the Star, representing wishes and blessings, but also balance through pouring out. So we've got these two very grounded rulers with these very feminine wish cards. So the balancing that very grounded, logical side allows room for luck and magic to come through. So have structure, be very clear, have that direction. And the guides are saying that with that, it allows for the wishes and the blessings to be able to find their way through. So that's really lovely. Good luck with that.
Absolutely, that's amazing. Thank you. I have for you 2 cards as well, and I wanted to reshuffle them. I got you one. Big picture and rise above. I just want to ask, do you micromanage? You micromanage everything? I'm just wondering if this is saying pull away from the micromanagement a bit and look at a bigger picture. Maybe, I don't know. It's just my intuition. And we've got peace, pleasure, and hope. So I'm thinking that there's got to be a balance with what you do with your social media and your YouTube to perhaps take some time out for life's beautifulness, beautifulness, because that's gorgeous. That is absolutely stunning flower, and that's what I have for you. Awesome, thank you. That was a marathon effort. 9:45. Do you know we have never done 8:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 2.25 hours. We've always only gone one and a half.
Hey, Moira.
Yeah. Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, good. How you doing?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Okay, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Moira. It was fun.
Yeah.
And we got through it pretty efficiently.
Yeah, and thanks for everyone who let me read for them. And
thank you all for coming and joining us and getting readings. Your support is amazing. Next reading, now we usually do the second Tuesday of every month. Of course, thank you. Oh, Intrepid says, hello, Werner. Usually we aim for the second Tuesday of every month, but that doesn't always work out because unfortunately we have lives and bad memories and things happening.
Things got a bit wonky.
Yes. But so, yeah, the second Tuesday of February, we should be on back again.
Yeah.
And the live stream will be prepared around about a week beforehand. And hopefully we're on schedule.
Yeah.
No worries, everyone. Thank you. Good night. Thank you
Good
again,
night.
Moira. And we
Thanks,
shall see you soon.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ready for bed.
Me too.